Morning in Kagoshima, and as usual, despite being on the port side of the ship, don't usually wind up being the port side. So, don't get to see what's going on down there at the moment, but we are in port and ready to go, except for the fact that my excursion isn't for about another hour, which is fine. I'm still trying to pull myself together, and I may still get another shirt on top of this. As you can see, it's rather gray and cloudy, unlike in Nagasaki. Bit of a shame that, but I think I'm still feeling a little better, or maybe I'm just a little more heavily medicated. Yeah, just used up the last of my cold medicine, so once again, it's imperative I find some more soon. But we'll see how the day goes. The trip is going to be short, and it's listed as mild. One of my table mates might be joining me, depending on which bus we get placed in. And she's been taking mild trips, which is understandable. So we'll see how this goes and take it from there. I have separated about 175 yen because even if I don't know where I'm going, I think I might just want to ride the tram just to have ridden the tram. So as long as I pass that up in Nagasaki, I'm going to give it a little more of a try this time around, especially if I'm feeling better, even if it's artificially induced. So, okay, well, that's the basic rundown, and we'll talk later as we go along. Take care. I'm actually a bit surprised. I would have expected a welcoming party here. I guess I didn't miss anything from being in my cabin on the other side. Pity that. Well, we've come all this way. The top of the Shiroyama mountain, or almost rather a hill. It's about 300 feet high. And in order to see the city and the mountain behind it, and when I film myself, you can't actually see it. So I'm gonna have to turn this thing around. See, there we go. This is Sakurajima, and that is just a cloud right now. Apparently it had emitted a plume of steam yesterday at 9 o'clock in the evening, and some of it may be still behind the mountain. But this seems to be considered a regular occurrence to inhabitants of Kagoshima. They'll occasionally get ash depending on which way the wind is blowing on their laundry if they've got it hanging out. And they just sort of learn to live with it. Okay, this shot of the city is a little bit better, but not much. Although it's easier when I'm not trying to take a picture of the mountain itself. It's still less than fantastic. And I've had a couple of people approach me and try to speak English to me. I guess the shirt gets people's attention after all. They're very friendly about it too, by the way, and amused for that matter. There's no real good shot of this as far as balancing light and darkness. The area up here is well shrouded in trees and other vegetation, which is nice, but again, it's darker up here than down there, and the contrast makes this look really suboptimal. It's a bit of a shame. For what it's worth. With all that being said, and the fact that Kagoshimites seem accustomed to a little bit of ash, a little bit more probably couldn't hurt. So, welcome to Kagoshima. You're already here in Kyushu, so I'm sure you'll feel at home, even though from this vantage point you really can't see anything at all. Still, welcome, and I hope you'll be, if not impressed, at least pleased with the view. Well, I was curious about where this set of stairs led, and it appears that you can see where it's coming from in the first place. We're just basically one story up from the main vantage point and surrounded by more trees than we were from down there. So, not a much improved view, in fact, rather the contrary. Spotted this pull-up bar on my way down. Decided to try my luck. Couldn't even get myself up once. Then again, I haven't been trying to lift weights as high as 200 pounds yet, let alone the 220 plus that I've got still. Never was good at that even as a kid, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but it's still mildly disappointing. I don't know why. It seems to be a place to come and exercise. I saw an older gentleman doing push-ups against the fence earlier when I was on my way up here. So such is the outlook over Kagoshima. I hope you enjoyed it, but there's not all that much to it besides this, and we need to get ourselves back to the bus shortly and get hopefully out and about in the city as well. I've got a few things to look for, as you well know, and I wouldn't mind just seeing what's out there. So for now, talk to you later.